I found my grandmother's lost wedding ring while cleaning my apartment. The truth behind how it got there shattered my engagement. Last weekend, I was deep cleaning my apartment before moving in with my fiancé James. While vacuuming behind my bedroom dresser, I spotted something glinting in the dust, a delicate gold wedding band with tiny diamonds and inscription. To Margaret, my purty love, 1952, my heart stopped. This was my grandmother's wedding ring that had gone missing 3 years ago. Shortly before her death, her disappearance devastated our family. Trima had dementia and was convinced someone had stolen it, but we all thought she had simply misplaced it due to her condition. The ring was irreplaceable as my grandfather had designed it himself, saving for years to afford those tiny diamonds. But how could it possibly be in my apartment? I'd never even lived in the same state as my grandmother. That night at dinner, I casually mentioned my discovery to James, watching his reaction carefully. "You'll never believe what I found behind my dresser today." He barely looked up from his phone. My grandmother's missing wedding ring, the one she lost before she died. His fork froze halfway to his mouth. "That's impossible." "That's what I thought, but it has her name and everything." James took a large gulp of wine. Maybe it's just similar. A coincidence. When I showed him the ring, all color drained from his face. He excused himself to the bathroom, taking his phone with him. That's when I remembered ends 3 years ago. James had traveled to my hotan on business and stayed with my family for 2 days. He met my grandmother briefly during that visit. While he was in the bathroom, a text notification lit up his tablet on the coffee table. Did she figure it out? We need to talk. It was from Elise, his ex-girlfriend who works at a high-end jewelry store. When James returned, I asked directly, "Why was my grandmother's ring behind my dresser?" He crumbled immediately. "It wasn't supposed to be her actual ring. Elise said she could get a good price for it that your grandmother wouldn't even notice with her condition. I was going to use the money for your engagement ring." My entire body went cold. "You stole from my dying grandmother to buy my ring? I was in debt. I wanted to give you something special, and Elise said vintage jewelry from people with dementia was untraceable." His voice trailed off as he realized what he was admitting. "So you stole it, brought it to my apartment, then what?" "Got scared and hid it. I kept it in my jacket pocket. I must have dropped it when I helped you move your dresser. That weekend I was going to tell Elise I couldn't go through with it, but then your grandmother died and it seemed pointless to confess. I slipped my engagement ring off and placed it next to my grandmother's stand. The diamonds were nearly identical. Did you trade her diamonds for mine?" His silence was answer enough. "I am writing this from my sister's guest room, Cheeto. I'm driving home to place my grandmother's ring where it belongs, as with her at her grave." My mother cried when I called her with the news, finally having closure for a mystery that plagued my grandmother's final days. James has sent 37 text messages explaining how his intentions were good, how desperate he was to impress me, how one bad decision shouldn't erase our 3 years together. I keep looking at my bare ring finger and thinking about my grandmother's final months, confused and heartbroken, believing someone she trusted had betrayed her. Some people will steal your legacy to create an illusion of love. Others honor who you are without needing to take what isn't theirs. I know which kind of love I am waiting for now.